Mr. Hester. Welcome to week 18.
Hi again, my day today started off like this.
We make good judgments based off of experience, all of us do. So when we make a good judgment, it's based off of our experience. And the way that we build experience is by making bad judgments. All the best, good luck.
This week's been a bit of a challenge for me in many ways, which I'm going to go on to talk about. I'm still not training. My knee's about 80-85% okay now. General day-to-day walking around is not a problem. Every now and then when it twists a bit, it gives me a little bit of a reminder that it's still there. My elbow's 90-95% okay. It's my chest still that's a problem. I've had a chest x-ray this morning on the advice of a doctor. Those results will be back in the next 7 to 10 days. Fingers crossed there's nothing sinister. If there is, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. And if it's fairly innocuous, then obviously I've just got to ride it out. Got to wait on the results of that. The biggest challenge this week has kind of been more to do with, it's quite a big one actually, more about my identity as a person. Hi, my name's James Hester. I'm 41 years old and I am a freelance musician, drummer, university lecturer, journalist, endurance coach, studio engineer, triathlete, producer, carpenter, writer, events organiser, IT consultant, YouTuber, motivational speaker, composer, filmmaker, and after what I did this morning, I'm hoping that the small dose of radiation that I had, I can also be a superhero. So the first thing that occurred was obviously I was planning on being a little bit better this week. I have been for the last 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks, but obviously I'm not, and it means that I still can't train, and now that's quite a large proportion of the last 18 weeks that I haven't been able to do anything, and now I'm starting to worry about whether I'm going to be able to be fit in any kind of shape. I'm piling the pounds on each day goes by. And also there's been a bit of a miscommunication about the dates in June. There's a 50-50 chance that I'll be around on the weekend of the Bristol Triathlon. So I've had to rethink really the whole idea of these videos, because obviously it's supposed to be about my triathlon training and about the Bristol Triathlon. There's a chance that I may not be fit enough, and that I may not even be able to do the triathlon, which kind of defeats the object of these videos. Or so I thought, and I actually really considered stopping doing these videos because I wondered what their purpose was. And also, over this summer, I've been doing all those jobs that I listed at the beginning, and I've really struggled to really find my sort of true identity as to who I am. It feels like I'm not a triathlete anymore. Music's been purposefully a little bit dialed back this summer for a few reasons, and yeah, there's quite a few jobs on that list I listed that I don't really want to be doing, but I've had to do, or I've done due to circumstances or whatever. So it has been a bit of a struggle for me to kind of identify exactly who I am or what I am. Am I a musician? Am I a triathlete? University lecturer? What exactly am I?
Who am I? I don't know. I guess I have a lot of things to ponder.
So it got me thinking really about how we identify ourselves, and it got me thinking about why I make these videos. There's not a day that I've made these videos that I can't vividly recollect, because I've been more mindful about what's been going on, because I've been thinking about shooting stuff or things that might be good to document, and that's made a big difference to me. I've really enjoyed that process, and I think it's an important one for me to carry on, even if it's for my own benefit. I enjoy the process of making the films. I am a creative person, and that's something that I feel I need to continue with. So I started thinking about what it is that defines me, that I identify with. I think we all define ourselves by what we do, and it got me thinking about perhaps we should define ourselves more by the way we do things rather than what we do. The reason why we do the things we do is because of the way we are as people. So if you're a stamp collector or an architect or a an archaeologist, a jazz musician, or an accountant, or whatever it is. The reason why you do those things is because of the type of person you are. You tend to do things that fit your personality types. So I sat down and kind of thought about what I am, and I came to the conclusion that I'm these things. Hi, my name is James Hester. I'm 41 years old. I am a husband. I am a dad. I am an Autotelic Philomath, and I am relentlessly optimistic. It doesn't matter if I can't do the Bristol Triathlon in June. I have other goals. I can set my 10k and my 5k times. I can work towards my 1500 metre swim time. I can work towards my 10 and 25 mile time trials. That's not a problem. I can readjust that. It'll be a massive disappointment if I can't do it for whatever reason, but it's not the end of the world. Ultimately, I need to get fit and healthy. I need to overcome whatever it is that keeps giving me these chest problems and carry on getting fit and healthy. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter overall. So look, hopefully next week's video will have some sort of result about what this chest thing is, and hopefully it won't be anything too drastic, and this will be a happy video, not anything too scary. But from there on in, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I guess plans can only really start when I know what the future holds. And at the moment, it's a case of just moving forward. So yeah, thanks again for all the messages. I really miss everyone that I train with a lot, and I really hope to see you guys really soon. Yeah, I may come and see some of you race on Sunday at the Masters swimming competition that I should have been competing at, which I'm gutted about missing. I haven't done anything kind of clever video-wise this week in terms of any cool shooting, which is something I'm planning for in a couple of weeks' time. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. I've got something planned, something quite big and quite impressive that needs a bit more work than what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. Anyway, have a good week and see you soon.